GDL patrons present Geek Dad Life After Dark, a special hangout with all of the patrons of the Geek Dad Life Patreon. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Geek Dad Life for all. Welcome, everyone. You're quickly regretting joining this thing because I'm singing. I apologize, but this is what it is. Geek Dad Live After Dark. Hello, everybody. This is the busiest GDL After Dark ever. Over 100 some odd people, 132 right now. Joining us for After Dark, John. This is crazy.
Crazy times we're living in.
Crazy times. Yes. No, don't do it. No. Oh my God. Yes. Welcome everybody. Yes, if this is your first time, maybe I should do that, John. Maybe this is like very quickly show people like, wait, okay, good. I'm glad I never spent $5 on the patron.
He only sang because it's the free one. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. I only sing on the free ones. And all the patrons, shh, don't say anything. I should have added jingle bells. You're right, Dole, but it's a wonder we get any of the shows done that we do on the show. Oh man, John, that the holiday special was fun. I think that turned out pretty good.
Yeah, and man, Hatter's music video.
Hatter's the best.
He's got to like really dig deep into his parody writing because it's really great. I mean, I
assume he's already thinking this, but he needs to do an album, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sell it on his patron, on his Patreon. I mean, he'll sell out in an instant just because.
You could put it on iTunes, like have an album. Like I would pay $10 for a Mad Hatter parody album.
Mm-hmm. But I kind of want a hard copy. I want some sort of hard copy. I want a vinyl pressing.
I want a vinyl Mondo pressing.
Mm-hmm. With his logo. With the logo in clear vinyl.
Ooh, yes. Yes, 100%. 100%. I love that idea. So this is your first time After Dark. It's kind of John. It's post show. It's like the hangout. Let's just hang out. Let's have some fun. It's not as structured, more loosey goosey. John and I usually share our toy hauls. Maybe pick up any news or things that we just didn't have enough time to talk about in the main show. But agreed. Well, Mad Hatter's already like in Hollywood. Like he's in LA. Like he's already does really cool stuff outside of the Toy Tuber arena. Mad Platinum reviews indeed would get the platinum record for sure. No, are you guys drunk already? No offense to Mad Hatter, but he needs to stick to toys. No, like listen, like you will grow to appreciate them to a level that I don't think you understand. An extended version of Gummy Legs would be great.
Mm-hmm. I think his newest one might be my favorite.
Which one?
His newest one is it set to Crawling? It's Linkin Park.
It's Linkin Park. That doesn't even matter. Is that Crawling?
In the end? Is that in the end?
Yeah, it's in the end. Zaddy Hatter, yes, also a dad. And I don't know if I can qualify him as a Zaddy, but Kayla can. So Zaddy Hatter.
Well, you could if you want to. There's no rules.
I think he's Zaddy material. I've met him in person. He's tall. Like I feel like he's over 6 foot. So I feel like that is a qualifier for Zaddy material. I don't know if that is or not. Anyway, it was a good video. It was so good. I think Toy Connect Ken sent me a message immediately. It was just like, Hatter's incredible. Like I don't know, he's the best of the best there ever was. Like I didn't even had a chance to see it yet, but I was like, oh my God, all right, I gotta go see what Hatter did.
He's easily 6'10".
He's tall. I waited in line with him at San Diego Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the Toy Anxiety crew, because it was Jake, Abby, and Craig and I, we're all fairly average heighted people. You know, I'm 5'9". I think we're all around about that height. And I feel like he was a good like 5 inches taller than us. But anyways, yeah, Scott DJ, what about vinyl of your old Jane Jack show songs? Yeah, for those that don't know, back in my Lost podcast days, I used to do parody songs. And I made an album on iTunes. So I know you can do it, Mad Hatter, is what I'm saying. I don't know what a zaddy is. I'm afraid. Look, it's just a handsome dad. So it's like Zam Zaddy. That's what you say. Anyways, this is what the kids say. It's what the TikTokers say. Oh my God, John. We do need to get into our toy hauls, but Brian Brink did send us in a final chart for the Deathsaurus. Do we want to check that out real quick before we get into toy hauls? Is there anything else you want to talk about, John, before we get into any of that?
I mean, there's one bit of news I want to hit on, but we can check out the chart
you
first.
do hit the news, and then we'll do the Deathsaurus chart. But what Deathsaurus chart? But John, what was the bit of news you want to talk about?
We had talked about the tease of the NECA. NECA had teased during the Halloween 31 Days of Halloween.
Yes.
A Misfits figure, which they showed a headstone of Misfits from Lodi, New Jersey, and that's what the headstone said. But they finally showed the figure 2 days ago. It may have been Thursday. But of course it's a you know,
it's like a Mego kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it's like a cloth goods, but it comes with a few alternate head sculpts, and it's the Fiend, of course, or the Crimson Ghost, because they essentially but they borrowed the character from the Crimson Ghost is a 1946 movie. And that's like the main antagonist. It looks just like that, but he's in a red robe. But I'm really excited for this figure. I'm super excited because he comes with miniature albums, or the album covers. So that's Earth AD, and he comes with two others, Die My Darling, and there's one more.
Show it on here. There you go.
Horror business.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm super excited for this figure.
Like, I was never big into the Misfits, but like I hung out with because I was part of the Freaks and Geeks in high school. So like the Misfits fans, like I was just a nerd, but I would always, I would be hanging out with the goth kids or the Misfits fans or whatever, the punkers or whatever.
Yeah.
So I always, that shirt is like, or at least that image is ingrained in my head. The Misfits, this dude.
Yeah. The Fiend skull logo, like. You could go to any concert. You could go to like a James Blunt concert and you'll find somebody wearing that shirt. It is everywhere.
Yes. But it does, and again, their Mego style figures are really nice. Like they're really good. Like so there's no, because you've gotten the Jaws ones from them, and they're amazing, right?
Yeah, the Quint is amazing. I don't have Hooper in the dive suit yet.
Yeah.
Jake just got his. He showed his this week on Toy Anxiety. I have the regular, like in his denim, as his jean jacket. But like the face sculpts are really nice on them. They are really great figures.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really, really good. So wow, the goth kids really had it up for Jim. I exactly, the records are really cool. Again, if you're just a Misfits fan, it's a really neat thing for sure.
Yep.
Kayla Silvas, what is everyone drinking? John, what are you drinking tonight?
I have the the pre-mixed old fashioned.
Oh, nice. From
I think it's Maker's. Is it Maker's Mark or no Knob Creek maybe?
Okay. I had to switch it up because they were out of my usual go-to. I'm doing Woodford Reserve tonight. Woodford Reserve.
I just finished up this bottle because last night I was drinking tin cup blended whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I drank too much of it, so I had to switch to something.
Ooh, eggnog and bourbon, very nice, highly articulated. I like that.
I almost went with eggnog.
Colleen asked as well if I should, but I was like, oh, I just don't know if I like it that much.
Yeah, that would be more of a gimmick. Like, I'll take a sip and then I'll take a regular.
Dole, I guess didn't see it earlier in the show.
Oh.
What are you drinking from? Yeah, John.
It's the Christmas Vacation Marty Moose mug.
Yes.
And it is glass. It's not one of the cheap plastic ones.
Mm-hmm. Got a mango margarita mule. Ooh, that sounds very good.
Ooh.
Whiskey, Basil Hayden. Yeah, honestly, actually, I don't know if I ever have had eggnog before.
Ever?
I don't know if I don't think I have.
Hold on.
I'm trying to think. Like, I was the nerdy kid that didn't drink until he was 21. My parents weren't really didn't drink alcohol or anything, so I don't think I've ever had it.
But not all eggnog is alcoholic.
True, but I don't think we ever like went out of our way to like make eggnog or get eggnog or anything.
You got it. Okay, so between now and tomorrow, you need to at least try eggnog. Yeah, Dole has it right. I think if you're going to add alcohol to eggnog, it does have to be spiced rum. Like Captain and eggnog is probably the best for like flavor combination because of the spice with like the cinnamon and the nutmeg that's in the eggnog itself. It goes best together like that.
Jay Anders says try Coquito, Puerto Rican eggnog, way better. I've never had it, but I would generally probably lean on that. Like, I love the was it the Bloody Marias with the it's tequila instead of vodka, right? The Bloody Marys.
Yep.
They put that that red chile sweet, so good.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe you've never had eggnog. This is blowing my fucking mind.
Is it that like pervasive that like everybody has had it? I'm pretty sure I've never had eggnog.
That is crazy.
Angry Elf, wait, I didn't drink alcohol until I was 21. I was a goody two shoes, didn't do nothing. And people will be like, oh, you're straight edge. Like, no, not really. I'm just that big of a dork. I just wasn't cool enough to drink. 21. Yeah, I'm shook with John. Tahine, that's it. Tahine should be on every rim.
But
tahine, baby.
You are the oldest of your siblings, right?
Yes.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
Because I think in a lot of cases, it's like in myself, like my sister is a few years older. So like when she was 21, like, okay, so I'm 17. I'll ask her if she can go buy booze for me. And she did.
Yeah.
So it was like, I think when you are the oldest, the chances of you drinking before 21 is lesser, you know?
Yeah, I guess I didn't like have any cool older siblings or anything. Andy Silva in YHS parlance, Jay is a Leonardo. Wasn't even as cool as Leonardo. I just really
yes, yeah.
Allison, not straight edge, just boring and sad. Jamie Bond, 46 and have never drank alcohol nor eggnog. See, there you go. You don't have it's one of those things that you don't have to drink if you don't want to drink. It's fine. You can be just as happy without than with. Let's see. December 29th marks 47 years of being straight edge for me, Jay. There you go. That's awesome. I love that. That's great. I'm straight edge. I'm straight edge. Jay is Cyclops. Yeah, at least like straight edge people are like they have cool tattoos and stuff like that. I don't even have a tattoo.
You should get a tattoo that says I've never tried eggnog.
Articulate as is eggnog a colder weather thing? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't think you do it in the summer, right?
No, because it's like that's like, Will Ferrell and Anchorman, like when he's drinking the milk on the hot day
yeah,
and he's like, milk was
that's a
definitely a bad choice. You would not like go run a marathon and come back and like chug eggnog. Like
yeah.
there's a reason that eggnog isn't sold until it's cold in the grocery stores.
Oh my God, Sue's trying to start trouble here. Hold on, 150 likes. Jay gets a tramp stamp. Allison, if we get to 700 likes, Jay will get a tattoo of the Ghostbusters logo, Ghost drinking eggnog. Oh my God. All right. Oh, fuck. We can say it. That's right. It's after dark. We can say it. Okay.
You should get a tattoo.
Uh-huh.
And stream it.
Oh God, who'd want to watch that?
Well, like you can speed it up, like
Sure.
like time advance.
Yeah, time lapse kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's this element of I have nothing against tattoos in particular. I just never found something I like long enough to have forever. But
right, yeah, think about it for a long time.
There's two that I would do. One would be like a Ghostbusters patch, would make it look like a real patch, would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad and I have always had this thing, like if either the Chargers or the Padres won the championship, either Super Bowl or World Series, we would get a tattoo of the logo, whatever it is. The Chargers left San Diego, so fuck them. But if the Padres ever win, I would get a Padres tattoo if they won the World Series, which again, pretty safe bet because it's never happened. All right, John, enough yammering. Let's get to toy hauling. John, last week you had an insane toy haul.
And I left a little bit of a cliffhanger.
You did. Do you want to recap or at least bring us to the cliffhanger that you left with last week?
Yes. So last week was the haul that had tons of like vintage, mostly 3 3/4 inch scale figures from Remco Universal Monsters to Superpowers to Battlestar Galactica, Flash Gordon, everything in between, even old Knickerbocker Lord of the Rings.
Yep. It was I can't believe they had Knickerbocker Lord of the Rings in this box.
Yeah, it's insane. And then even finding an authentic Luke Stormtrooper helmet.
That's
floating
insane.
Around. So then I asked the seller if he had anything else. And he said he sent me pictures. He had a vintage Kenner Star Wars droid factory.
Mm-hmm.
Both versions of the Jabba dungeon, because one came with the common figures and then one came with last 17 figures. And so I made him an offer and he accepted it. And then he sent it in this giant box.
Yeah.
Like it was a 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot cube. And I paid the shipping on that. Like, so I was expecting that like I was going to open it up and there's going to be a lot more in there.
Yeah.
But there wasn't. Like there was just air and opportunity in fucking box. Yes.
All right. Well,
but there was also a really nice condition, vintage, 12-inch scale 3PO, nice and shiny.
Very nice. Usually the shine wears off on those. That looks really nice though.
Yeah, he is like super clean, and
that's like end of New Hope.
Yeah. This is polished at the ceremony.
Exactly.
And I do have like the arms and stuff. So the droid factory was there. It's not complete, it's missing parts, but it does have the 3-leg R2.
Okay, that's the important part, right? Is the 3-legged R2?
Yeah. Because I think a lot of people will buy complete droid factories just to get that.
Yeah.
And of course, both of the Jabba dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the rest of the parts here for both of them.
Yep.
Not bad. But I was so like deflated when I opened that box, and it was full of the styrofoam that's like inside of like the boxes from a TV,
Yeah.
like just giant chunks. I'm like, did you really have that much of a hard time finding an appropriate size box for this stuff?
Well, but okay, so the Jabba's Palace did not come with the Amana Man and any of
No,
those?
it was just just the play sets themselves.
Okay.
But for all that stuff, I paid $60.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
It's not bad.
No.
Not bad.
Notice how he is all gold prior to the Mandela effect C-3PO leg change. He's always had the silver one, right? In A New Hope.
Yeah, he had the silver leg, right? It was like the silver shin.
Yeah,
but it's just the toys didn't reflect it.
Exactly. Yeah, which makes sense. Like they're not gonna whatever.
Yeah, it was just easier to vac metal the whole thing than
than
anything else. And then of course, that was it. That was all for that.
So
that follow-up
we have tied the loose ends of this crazy. Still though, John, like out of all of your things, this box that you got still blows my mind because all the superpowers figures, all of the again Knickerbocker Lord of the Rings, which is so rare. Like it's just insane, absolutely insane. Only you.
I still have it here. I still have it in front of me. I mean, there's Lone Ranger, like there's Tonto. There's a bunch of Crystar figures. And I mean, it's just loaded with stuff.
Yeah.
Loaded. Even adventure people that are like, this guy was like, he came with like a news van. He's just like the generic news reporter. It's like the generic Vern from Adventure People.
Love that.
Oh, there's a little Big Bird.
Which Big Bird is that? That's not the Little People Big Bird.
I think it's an eraser. Is it an eraser? It says Hong Kong Muppets Incorporated.
That's sick. I kind of want that Big Bird. Any Ewoks in there? You had droids. There
was a couple figures from droids. Yep.
Ugh. Ooh, Perry White superpowers. Yeah, that could work as Perry White.
Yep. He's too small though. It's too small.
Maybe you could do like a forced perspective thing with him or something like that. But I call dibs on the Raiders stuff. Just FYI, whenever that time comes, and I'm employed, you can afford to spend money on stupid shit. All dibs.
And then I think like everyone else this week.
Mine's still in the box. I haven't taken it out yet, but like, how is it in person?
Oh, it's beautiful. This could be my favorite.
Show us it in. There you go. Yeah.
I think this is my favorite Origins art.
Ooh, okay. Tell us why.
I mean, I love the Preternia stuff. Like
yeah.
Eternia with the dinos, the giants, Eternia itself. But I mean, I don't if you're going to do a review on it, I don't want to talk too much.
That's fine. I need to get the other. I want to have both cons to do the review. But yeah. Go ahead, but just show. That's fine. Show it.
I mean, it's just like encompasses everything.
Yeah.
That should have been, in the vintage line, like had it continued through 87, or into 88, like pre New Adventures. But they did like Lord Grasp and the guys from the 3-pack.
Yeah.
It's just they get it. It's like they're doing it so right.
Yeah.
And having the slipcase on the card.
Yep.
Makes it. It's like, oh, it's so easy.
Yep.
Still mint in package.
Sold out in 30 minutes, and I've had people post on the channel just like being up, the lacrimose of the missing out on it. And renders, yes, Poor Space Sumo still readily available on Mattel Creations.
For good reason.
Poor Space Sumo. When you can get a 3-pack for $24 right now, that includes the very same figure. It's not. Yeah. Shirella is coming. Apparently, there was leaked images and stuff. So.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, she features heavily in the art, so I assume
she does. I mean, everything features in that art. I want all those dinos. Like, I want the giants. Let's go. Let's go.
To think that out of everything that's in that pack and everything that's on this art that's here, we've seen Camo Khan, obviously.
Yeah.
King Hiss. Ratlore. Tongue Lasher. And Eternia playset. It's like they went like balls out, like the biggest thing that they can offer.
Yep.
And it's coming. Like we've already all paid for it. We're just it's a waiting game now.
You want giants? It's like fun giants, not your crappy San Francisco Giants. But anyway, John, anything else?
One more.
Okay.
So I bought this at the Raleigh Toy Show in September.
Okay.
And our friend Gary, who works for what's the name of the company? Celebrity something.
But they do the celebrity guest appearances at conventions and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like he represents celebrities, his company at conventions. So he was going to be seeing Elvira. So I bought the figure at the show and he got it signed for me. So this is not one of the NECA where we, you purchase it pre-signed. This was signed after the fact. And Gary got this done for me. I picked it up from him this week. Finally, I was able to meet up with him because he got it signed, I don't know, at least a month ago. So yes, pretty excited for that. Put that on the horror shelf because she is Gary says she is not going to be doing Elvira again. Like she's done. Elvira is just done.
Yeah. So good that you got an Elvira signature before she.
Yep. And I got Santa.
You got Santa. That was fun. That was a fun. I hopefully everyone had fun with that. That was kind of like a last minute idea for the show.
But it really did go everywhere.
It did.
Like it shipped on. I think it shipped on December 7th. And only being like 2 states away, taking like a week and a half to get here was crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, and it worked out for the episode this week. Sean Daly Lacrimose busting out the Scrabble dictionary. Well, the Lacrimosa movement in was it? Oh, I'm blanking on his name now. Mozart's Requiem is one of my favorites. In classical, I'm such a nerd. Shut up, Jay. John, any other things?
That's it. That's all I got this week.
If you lived in New Jersey, it would have we've really pissed off Greg with our New Jersey slander today. Greg, I'm so sorry for the New Jersey slander. But it's Jersey, I feel like it's fair game. It's always fair game to get shit on, right? Just to get dumped on. I feel like everyone's okay with it. Except for
New Jerseyans.
Headphones. Anyways, moving on. This is the Santa hat I bought for the Father Christmas review I did, by the way. Colleen got it for me at Target.
I was trying to think if I had a Santa hat. I don't know if I do.
We didn't, and I was like, oh, I'd really love to have a Santa hat for the Father Christmas review. And she was like, I got you, fam. And then she got me this. But I have such a large head. I have a 7.5 size. Like, this is the biggest they had, and it's still a little tight. It's a little snug. Like, it's so tight, I could probably, like, wear it. Yeah, see, look.
Whoa. That's, like, starched.
Anyways, okay. Yes, only the strong live in Jersey. Indeed. Listen, I married a Long Islander, like Long Island, Staten Island, Jersey. It's all the same. It's all depressing and miserable. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. John, I got a few things, but there's one thing I really wanted to share tonight for Toy House. You talking about Long Island? This is Colleen's bit now. So went to the flea market. You talked about Gary. So I went to the flea market this weekend with mutual friend Gary. Hadn't seen Gary in a minute because he travels for these conventions. He does like, the celebrity signings things, like works for those teams. And so he was in town, and it was freezing cold. But I was like, even if there's nothing at the flea market, at least I'll be able to hang out with my friend Gary and we'll be able to catch up. So that's what we did. And true to form, it's like 30 degrees outside. It's freezing cold.
Beautiful.
Yeah, perfect flea market weather. So there wasn't much to be seen or had. But then as we're looking, and John, this spot, like, and most flea markets have this area of the flea market where it's all like knockoff stuff, like just knock off everything, like knockoff socks, knockoff tools, knockoff toys, knockoff, like it's just the knockoff section of a flea market or a swap meet. And I've been to flea markets and swap meets across the country. They all have this section. Right? I want you to know these sections. But in that area, there was a dude set up with these like Rubbermaid tubs full of like late 90s, early 2000s toys, or 90s and 2000s toys. And it kind of blew my mind because I was like, whoa, first of all, there's never like good stuff, or I just like blinders and move on to the next section. But I was immediately gravitated towards it because in the box there was some figures like these KB Toys exclusive Turtles figures, and I was like, okay, hold on a second. I was like, turn.
Yeah, you heard the brakes.
Yeah, I was like, let's go over here. And I was like, whoa, okay. So you had a Leo, had another Leo.
Speaking of Leo,
yeah, had a Donatello. Had that guy's probably stacked this up properly. A Michelangelo, a Shredder, a Raphael, and another Michelangelo, and another Raphael. So tons of good.
That is crazy.
Like, again, these were KB Toys re-releases, right? Or Big Lots or something like that. They have KB Toys stickers on them.
Yeah. Big Lots had the card back was specifically printed with the Big Lots. There wasn't a sticker on the card. It was like printed. It was a part of the card.
Oh, okay. Well, these are the KB Toys re-releases because they had the KB Toys stickers on them.
$3.99.
Yep, $3.99. Marked down from $6.99 to $3.99.
They were always $3.99.
They were
never $6.99.
Yeah. These things are never $6.99. So, but it wasn't just these figures. And it was kind of mixed in. I did come home with one tub.
Oh, snap. Is that 2002 Turtles?
2002 Turtles. Let's see. We'll kind of go through these real quick. We had Casey Jones.
Holy shit.
First release. We had April O'Neil. We got Shredder. We've also got Splinter. And hold on, these are kind of all bunching up here. I'll move it over here then. Let's see. Oh, this is a lot of fucking shit.
The
There we go.
Box,
Donatello
got into the After Dark.
and the skate or bicycle Donatello.
Yep.
And I forgot who this guy's name was. What was it? This big dude, Hun.
What's his name?
And fuck, where is another April and roller skating Michelangelo and a Raphael.
Man.
So, anyways,
I should have went to the flea market.
A lot of stuff. How much do you think he was asking for it?
I'm gonna say on the 2002.
Oh, you're muted. Did I lose your audio? Did I unplug?
Are you unplugged?
Can everybody hear him?
I think they can hear me. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Well, anyway, I'm gonna say for the 2002. They had to be $20 a piece, because even the 2002 figures, like the turtles that came with like the bikes and the roller blades and all that were like, I mean, don't they sell for like $30-$40 a piece carded? And I don't know. I mean, whatever year those the KB Toys turtles sell for, I don't know, because they've been re-released 1,001 times. Maybe. I hope he didn't pay more than $15 a piece for those, because he can probably get them at Target for cheaper right now.
Who can? What?
So the 2002 stuff.
Yeah.
I was saying $20 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Because like most of them do sell for like 30, 35, $40 a piece carded.
Yep.
And I mean the turtle, like the main turtles from 2002.
Yep.
You know, like you only got a Raph.
I got a Raph and a Donnie and a Raph.
Okay. I think the last set of those that I sold carded that were like mint cards, I think I got 200 for the set of 4.
Okay.
But then the other figures, what the KB figures, what year are those from?
I have no idea. 90 something.
Okay. So I hope you didn't pay more than 15 a piece for those.
Okay. Why?
Because you can still buy them at Target. Yeah.
Oh, well, sure. Yeah. But it's not the same card.
It doesn't. I don't think it matters that much. Yeah, it's not like it's an 88 soft head.
All right. So I got 1, 2, 3, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He had $20 a figure on him. Okay. And then, so I think it was like $400 total. And then I was like, would you take $250? And then he was like, sure. But then the ATM wouldn't go that high. So I had like $40 cash on me, and then I got like an extra $200. And then so I was like, would you take $240 for everything? And then he was like, sure. I got it all for $240. That's what I spent on it. $240.
And how many figures?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 figures.
So it's like, what is that?
Let's see. 20. Hold on. 20. All right, 240.
He robbed you.
$12.
Deal. I would take that all day long.
$12.
Mm-hmm.
$12. And yeah, I was like, again, I was just so flabbergasted it was there.
You're in the moment. You're in the moment of the Raleigh flea market on a cold day, in the knockoff section, turning the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You're just about to pass all the overpriced produce.
Exactly.
And you're like, ooh,
yeah,
there's a good deal here. Finally,
all
my time, all my mileage walking the flea market pays off.
So I will be selling all. Should I do a whatnot sale on these, or should I save them for the toy show, John?
I think you should save them for the toy show because it's eye candy. It's good stuff to look at, and whatever you don't sell, then sell it on whatnot.
It's a good call
because the toy show is only a couple weeks away.
It's coming up fast, and I need crap to sell. So that'll be, if you're in the Raleigh area, it'll be at the Raleigh Toy Show at my booth next to John. So that was it. That was the big toy haul for me this week.
That's a good haul.
You should have said the ATM only gave me $200, got the deal, and then use the $400 in your pocket. Take Colleen Gladfield to a nice steak dinner or In-N-Out. Indeed.
If there was only an In-N-Out in North Carolina.
If only. Actually, it's for the best. It's not in North Carolina. I'd be far more unhealthier than I am now. It wasn't quite a John deal. John deal would have been like, he would have given like $20 and gotten all of that. But shit. All right, John. Those are our toy hauls. We still got a little bit of time, I guess. Does anybody in the chat have any questions? This is the biggest After Dark we've ever had since we opened up free 99 to everybody. But I will say, if you're enjoying this content, we do this every single Sunday after Toy Geeks for all of our patrons, no matter what level you're at. So if you go to patreon.com/geekdadlife, $5 and higher this is what you get to enjoy. So come hang out with us for $5 or more a month. Or you can be like, no, Jay, free is all this is worth. $0 is what this content is worth. That's fine too. But if you do want to join us every single week, it's become a patron today at patreon.com/geekdadlife. Tom says I Patreoned this week, actually. Well, thank you, Tom. Welcome.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. I do feel like this free 99 After Dark has been a little bit more tame.
It has
than the usual.
There's more eyes watching. I feel a little more self-conscious. Twitter says you also get a dope Discord. The Discord is amazing. This week for Patreon exclusive, we'll be doing a watch along for Jingle All the Way. And we will probably also be doing Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
It was Ralph that hasn't seen it, right?
Ralph has never seen
New
York.
Home Alone 2. That was surprising to me, as you never trying eggnog.
Come on. Not seeing Home Alone 2 is way more shocking than never drinking eggnog.
No, never drinking eggnog is fucking mind-blowing.
How? It's eggnog. It's not
because I feel like that's like somebody that has only drank Coke and never tried Pepsi.
Okay, Pepsi is regularly available.
I know, but for 4 months out of the year, kind of, eggnog is readily available.
Where? I don't get out of the vending machine. I can't go to a McDonald's and be like, I'd rather have eggnog than a Diet Dr. Pepper.
Don't they do eggnog shakes at McDonald's?
I don't think so. I don't know.
They used to.
Again, Colleen's my wife. She could go buy eggnog and then have it stocked in our refrigerator, but I've been with Colleen for 15 years now. There's never been eggnog in the refrigerator. She could go buy it. So it's Colleen's
Is eggnog an East Coast thing?
Maybe. I don't fuck. Again, I grew up in San Diego. It's warm. There's never a good opportunity to drink eggnog in San Diego.
Eggnog was a bad choice.
Right? There's a reason Ron Burgundy said milk was a bad choice on the streets of San Diego, because it's never a good time. Renders, there are some things you should really not trust McDonald's to handle with safety, and eggnog shakes is one of them. Oh, here we thank you. Easy E has never had it either. There we go. I'm not alone.
There's two of you.
There's literally dozens of us, John.
It's so Kayla says it's not a big thing there.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it's warm. You don't need eggnog. Yeah, Tom, this is what I've heard. Eggnog also isn't good. Yeah, see, it must be a California. Eggnog exists here, but most of us just don't drink it. Grew up in LA, never had it. So maybe, yeah, I grew up on the West Coast, sunny San Diego. It's just not great eggnog weather.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what it is.
I would like to see your reaction live trying it for the very first time.
Okay. Maybe so next Sunday is Christmas Day, so there won't be a live Toy Geeks. Maybe we'll do a pre-recorded thing. Maybe we'll do a show once we get back or whatever. John and I haven't decided yet, but maybe, I don't know, like, do we have a special after dark before we go off to our Christmas adventures?
When do you go?
So my last night to free would be the 22nd.
Okay. So that is
Thursday. Do we need to have like an additional after dark where I try eggnog for the first time?
Maybe.
Colleen,
you can have a plain, like a straight up eggnog, and then get like a mini of Captain.
Okay.
Just to have, like, don't, you know, if you don't have a whole bottle of spiced rum, just get a mini of it.
Yeah.
And then try it with that.
Yeah.
Just so you can see the difference.
Oh, that's true. We could do it just before we watch the movie, but then John won't be. I think John wants to see it live.
I mean, I don't have to see it live, I want to see your reaction, like, recorded.
Okay. All right. Well, let's say, because Wednesday is going to be Jingle All the Way for our patrons. I will drink eggnog for the first time ahead of our Jingle All the Way watch party on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. John, I know you generally don't stay up late, but if you want to join, you're more than welcome to join on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you want to sleep, that's totally fine too. Don't feel any pressure.
Yes, Colleen Spice Captain.
Spice Captain.
Mm-hmm.
I vote for Colleen. What was your idea, Colleen? Did I miss it? What did she say? Yeah, exactly. Watch the movie. Okay, there we go. After dark comparison video: eggnog with bourbon versus eggnog with Captain. Oh shit! There we go. There we go. Oh fuck! We didn't do Brian Brink's chart. Let's do that.
Oh shit!
All right, hold on. It's the last Deathsaurus chart, and then people wanted us to talk about Origins, so we'll talk about Origins too.
And I gotta confess, I completely forgot about the last day of Deathsaurus, and I missed it.
You missed it?
Yep. And
we were even mine, but
we were on the night before talking about, like, there's a day left. And I completely fucking forgot.
Now you have to pay. I missed out.
I'm gonna have to pay exorbitant fees
Speaking of that, I'm selling a Racer Crest right now. Everybody wants a Racer Crest locally. All right. Charts. I need to do like a cover of charts, but like shots. So our actual Deathsaurus is in dark blue. So let's see how it ended up doing. Had a big spike the last day and actually exceeded the Victory Saber numbers, 27,442 for Deathsaurus. John, I gotta admit, I'm kind of shocked. Like, that's fucking huge, right?
Yeah, it's 10,000 over the last goal. That's nuts.
You know, I wonder. I mean, one, there's a character like this, especially Transformers fans. It's available international markets.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm wondering if like the Marvel team is just like, what did we do wrong? That in the same money strapped market, people dropped, or at least a ton more people back to Deathsaurus versus the
Hell Charger.
Hell Charger, yeah.
Easy. That's an easy. The Hell Charger was way overpriced.
It was.
It was not. It wasn't even a licensed Dodge Charger. It was a generic car model. Not calling it a Hell Charger. Was
you couldn't even call it a Hell Charger.
It was a farce.
Yeah, they called it the Engine of Vengeance. So it wasn't.
Yeah, the Engine of Vengeance. Yep. But this was like this is priced accordingly. I think.
Yes.
Because. I mean, especially after it hit the throne goal.
Yep.
I mean, then, the price obviously gets a lot better for, if you're just buying one and now, you got the cannon, then you get the throne and it's like you get a nice display. Like it's something to actually display them on. And I think they presented it a little bit better.
Yep.
Like right out of the gate, like the whole campaign, it was better.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think, we knew so this outdid the Victory Saber by a little bit in the numbers, right?
Yes.
So I think that that sort of difference between the top number on Victory Saber and the top number on Deathsaurus, it's like those are the people who are going to go back and buy Victory Saber that didn't get him the first. They'll have to buy him on the secondary market.
Yep.
But it's still not that many. It's almost like it's so close match for match, especially that last like they're parallel lines.
Yeah.
It just goes to show like this is a successful campaign. It was like doing, I said it the first time, like when they first talked about Deathsaurus. They did the protagonist. The antagonist is going to have the same numbers because if those collectors want,
that's true.
If they want,
you get more like curious people as well that maybe missed out, and they're like, "Well, I don't want to miss out on this one."
Yeah, it's you need one for the other if you are the collector.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm not surprised. I am disappointed I missed out.
Yeah, it was one of those things. I already missed out on Victory Saber, and plus just budget's tighter while still looking for a additional job compared to the GDL job that I had. Like Colleen's really sweet. She's like, "Well, you're already self-employed. You just need to get another job and be like doubly employed." I'm like, "Oh, I appreciate it." But yeah, like it's it just wasn't in the cards this time. But I will say, John, money that's already been spent, not a future J problem. Proton packs and Sky Strikers are on their way.
Yeah.
Or soon, like next month or so.
But way earlier than anticipated.
Oh yeah, which I'm excited about.
They're on their way now. Like whether they're on a container, they're on a ship right now, but they are en route.
En route. So that takes away the sting of missing out on Deathsaurus for sure. Cage and a Dodge Charger would have been nuts. Agreed. And then you maybe could have, even still, I think it was overpriced, but you could have nudged it in the, I don't know, more reasonably priced at $350 if it was like a licensed Mopar, release. But even then,
it's still too expensive.
Still too expensive.
Just the base price. No, ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
And whether or not the other teams, the Star Wars team and the Marvel team are like taking notes. Like, I understand, like, Hasbro selling these projects, like G.I. Joe. Hasbro owns G.I. Joe. They have nobody else to pay except themselves.
Yeah.
But Star Wars properties, it's paying, multiple other licensees and licensors over and over again. It's like before the company even makes money. So
yeah,
are they going to look at it and say, well, we can't put out these projects anymore because we know they're going to fail because nobody in their right mind is going to pay $500 for a lightsaber that's supposed to rotate, that doesn't rotate. It doesn't do anything but light up. And there's comparable lightsabers on the market for a third of the price. So what is the point of doing any marketing? What's the point of any prototyping, sculpting, rendering, whatever? So I wonder if maybe they won't be anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe there won't be any more HasLab projects for licenses that are, too expensive to run.
Yep. You're right, because they're whatever it was overpriced and obviously failed. And Star Wars has had 2 failures in a row, and hopefully it seems like maybe the next one will be a 3 3/4 inch scale, which the Skycrest was a rousing success. So, but like similarly appointed HasLab to the Razor Crest, which was $350. If they're going to try and get $500 for it, then maybe not. Like
right. Yeah, I don't think a $500 or like right now, if they try to do the Naboo Starfighter, like what is it, the N1? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
N1 Starfighter. Like if they did that as a HasLab, just because they don't want to do it at retail, because ships at retail just end up clearanced.
Yeah.
Like it's been happening since the vintage collection.
Yes.
But I don't think Hasbro would want to take the responsibility of just fronting the cost for retail, and they would put it at a HasLab project. But would that just make it too expensive? Like just because, it's not like I don't know, like the minimum order quantity. Like we need to do 20,000 of these to break even because, Lucasfilm needs their cut, and the production cost is too expensive and blah, 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 all that stuff. It's like, is anybody going to buy or spend $400 on an N1 Starfighter? When you look at the scale of it, it's still not that big when it's 3 3/4.
Yeah. 3 3/4 wouldn't be that. I mean, it would be around the size of the
episode 1 version.
Exactly. Which isn't big.
No. And then I understand when they say like we needed to do a Black Series, because then the mental, your mental image of something, it's just bigger. It's going to be worth it because it's 6-inch scale now.
And I agree with Rondalorian here. Yeah, I do a $400 for a Black Series version, 100%. Like, right, that's where you got to get the scale right. But I want Ewok Village. I want a new Ewok Village, or I want a Death Star playset. They haven't done a proper Death Star playset since '79. Like, I do it. Just do it. Do it. Or Vader's Starship, Cruiser, whatever it was called, which wasn't a great playset anyway. I love it because it's kind of hokey or whatever, but like, I just get to the hits.
Yeah.
It's like when you see a classic band or whatever. It's just like, play the hits. I don't want to hear the new album.
That's when you have to see the band when they are only touring between albums. Like they haven't released anything in forever and they're not talking about any new music.
That's why I give Billy Joel credit. He's like, I can't write good songs anymore, so I'm just done making new albums. And when I tour, I'm just playing the hits.
Because otherwise, nobody's coming to see me.
Right. But even we've seen Paul McCartney twice in recent years. And even then he'll spring in a couple of the new songs, which he has some fun new songs, but it's like he plays the ones you want to hear, you know? Thank you, Dole. Star Destroyer. Get a little more loopy as I drink more.
And that's After Dark, folks.
And that's After Dark, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, 84 proton pack. Listen, there's no way whenever the new Ghostbusters whatever comes out that Hasbro doesn't do another HasLab for Ghostbusters. There's no way. It was such a success. There's just no way. So
or do they just do straight up Hasbro Pulse sales? Because I mean the proton pack was the biggest. You know, like that's the most, you know, sizable project.
Yes.
If they did a trap, right? If they did a trap HasLab, like it couldn't be just trap. It would have to be like a trap and a PKE meter package. Like
yes,
a couple of things.
If you want the what was it? $3.99 was that set?
Yeah, $3.99.
Slime thrower would be way too expensive. Like, or it would be much more than $3.99 because the way they made it cheaper was you didn't get the Neutrona wand, so you only had the pack, and so you know you had to kind of bring your own thrower, but a slime blower you would need both, and the slime blower the actual shooter part is huge compared to a. Like that would be so expensive, and the pack itself is gigantic.
Like isn't the slime the blower part like the
it's huge.
It's as big as the pack, isn't it?
That's what she said.
Yeah, it's large. It's very large. Actually, I think Tony Taylor's onto something here. The RTV trap that converts to a regular trap.
That would be great.
Like the remote control one with the wheels. And so that's how you kind of get around it, where it's a trap, but it has enough with it. It has enough trappings to necessitate.
It's like a build a trap set.
It's a build a trap set.
But is it actually remote control?
It needs to be remote control.
Because I mean, then you're talking a lot more money.
That's true. Like true RC stuff, RC tech.
Because if they did like cheap ass Radio Shack RC stuff, like cheap servos,
sure,
cheap receivers, cheap crystals, all that shit, it's going to be like, why did I buy this? It needs to be like quality.
Then just do replica. You know, I don't know. The Black Phoenix big packages are best.
That's what she said.
There you go. Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to wait and see whatever happens. Dole says Ghostbusters is dead until the movie. So much to make, and we're getting nothing until then. Weak.
Well, we have Tony Taylor and Beducci and Phantasm to fill in the blanks.
Those updates, man, I'm so excited.
Me too. I can't wait.
Tony Taylor, when are we getting them? That's what I want to know. When are they starting to ship?
They look incredible. They look so incredible.
This is another plug. Become a patron today. Enjoy this After Dark content every single week. Patreon.com/GeekDayLife. Also, this is on Geek Day Live 2 right now, where we do tons of fun streams. So subscribe to Geek Day Live 2 if you haven't subscribed to Geek Day Live 2 yet. I'm getting to the witching hour, John. Let's see. Phantasm. There you go. Phantasm toys. Oh, just look at it. Looks so good. So good. January. Okay, there we go. January. Because look, like that picture, that Slimer looks like it's straight out of the movie, the film.
It's like a screen grab.
It does. Like, I don't know if that's a legit magnifying glass shot there, Tony. You can let us know, but like that looks
is that like photoshopped inside the magnifier, or is that an
like a
actual
legit
picture?
shot? Because it looks so good.
Like you can see like the like the moist sheen on the green skin.
I know.
Like it's so perfect.
It's like, does he like add some extra some slime on it just to get that sheen? To get
Like
that
spray it down.
Does he miss it? Does he miss it?
It's a real shot. Tony says it's a real shot.
A real shot.
That's a money shot.
It does look so good and crisp.
That is the money shot. Man, I can't wait. It's going to be right there, or it might be in my office with my wait, what's the? I can't think of what they're called. the 6-inch scale figures.
Oh, plasma series.
Plasma series, yes. This is what happens.
Asian lover, moister than an oyster. That's what I love about it. It looks like he's slimy. Ugh.
He does. He's doing the work.
Doing the work
for the fans.
WERK. Tony Taylor. Gucci Studios. Putting in the work.
Slippery.
Oh my god. John, I think it's a good place to wrap it up. Don't you?
Probably.
Yeah, we probably
stopped. Otherwise I'm going to start forgetting words.
Listen, we're always twerking here on yeah, Tony is the man. Like, can we just like appreciate Tony Taylor appreciation thread?
Yep. I can't wait to see what's coming next.
I know. I make sure each slime ball looks good and moist. Twerking. Shite. All right, John. Whew. That is it for this week's Geek Dad Life After Dark. Again, thank you. This is Geek Dad Life After Dark for all. You've gotten a taste. You can hang out with us every Sunday night after Toy Geeks for all of our patrons. Patreon.com/GeekDadLife. Only $5 gets you all of it, plus the Discord. Plus, I've been doing live unboxings for everybody on Patreon. And then this week, we got 2 watch-alongs, Home Alone 2 and Jingle All the Way, as part of our holiday programming in the GDL universe. Got some more reviews I got to post this week. John and I might be doing a pre-recorded thing for Christmas. I don't know. We probably won't post it. Nobody will watch it Christmas Day, right, John? Nobody's going to watch it.
No, we've tried that before. I didn't think it was successful.
Yeah, maybe we do a live show once we're all back, maybe. A catch-up show or something. Maybe. I don't know.
Hit that bell icon and you're going to find out.
Exactly. Subscribe, bell. Don't miss any of it. This is GDL2, so hit the subscribe bell here, as well as the main channel, GDL. Go Geek Dad Life at Geek Dad Life. Thanks. I have a moisty Christmas. Yes, for Hanukkah started tonight for all our Jewish friends. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Happy Yule. Happy Kwanzaa. I think there's like 14 holidays around this time. So
Boxing Day.
I think at the core of all of them, it's sharing in love and laughter and in humanity with each other. So all the love to everybody, and happy holidays. And everybody take care, stay safe, and we'll see you here on GDL2 or GDL Prime. Exactly. Secret Galaxy. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas, chat. Yeah. Happy Festivus for the rest of us. Argentina won the World Cup. John, did you watch? It was an insane game.
I did not.
For Messi and all of Argentina. Everybody take care. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Everybody. This is so great. I love you all. Until next time. Hasta luego. and goodbye.